Hello! I thought I would do a video blog on the classes I'm taking over here while I'm studying abroad and kind of how the school system in the United Kingdom is different from the United States. But over here, I'm studying history for my exchange program. I'm not interested in history. I never will be. It's not my forte, and I'm not as appreciative of it as I should be. That's a fault of mine. Probably not going to change though. So I had four different options to choose from when I came over here, and they were art, theater, English, and history. And so art, nah, not too interested, not very good at art. Theater, never gonna happen. Never. English is actually what I chose initially because I am interested in English and I do really like to write. So I thought it'd be easy to do English over here and maybe I could write about my experiences for some of my projects, or it would just come in handy when writing about some of my experiences. So I chose English, and then they got back to me and they're like, JK, you can't do English, that's reserved for our students here. So, okay, cool, I'll do history, I guess. For being honest, I'm here to travel, not to go to school, so I didn't really care too much that I ended up with history. It was fine. So I'm doing three different modules, one on the French Revolution, one on American history, and then one on world history. So I get to show people how much I don't know about my own country. Hopefully I know more than I think I do, so I don't embarrass myself. Because so far I really have felt like the dumbest person in the room, because I'm a nursing major in the United States. Two completely different things. So whenever people ask me what I'm studying over here, I'm like, oh, I'm a history major, but over in the United States, I'm actually a nursing major. And I say that just because I feel like that embodies me as a person more, but also so they know that I am the dumbest person in the room. But it's because like I've never studied this stuff like so immensely, like I don't know it like they do. So I just like to throw that out there. But my first class I thought would be a lot more test based. In the United States, you do a lot of quizzes and tests, and that's just your grade. So I had two assignments, and they were both papers, and they were each worth 50% of my grade, and that was it. So my first assignment, it really was like an art class, and I didn't choose art for a reason, and it was to write an analysis on one visual source and one material source. So my visual source was a painting of Marie Antoinette from the Queen of France, and then my material object, kind of brain space for a second. My material object was a wig, which I really pulled that out of my butt. Like I had no idea how to write an analysis on a wig from the French Revolution. So, like I said, I pulled it out of my butt. Like I've never been one that can look at a piece of art, like look at this painting of the Queen of France and be like, I really think that this is like what the author meant by this. And man, her face, like you can just tell that she's just so supreme and powerful. Like I've just never been that person. I look at a painting and I'm like, cool, that's cool. Again, not as appreciative of it as I should be. So I really, really struggled with that assignment. I think it was so much harder than it should have been because I was overthinking it. And as much as I'm here just to travel, I still do want to get good grades because that's the kind of person I am and I can't get bad grades. So I put so much time in it. Like it took over my life. Every day I was working on it. And so I got my assignment back and I got a 1, which is like the equivalent of an American A, because they do like a 1, 2, 3 grading system, and you can get like a 2-1 or a 2-2, like they break that down. I don't know, but it's an A and that's all I care about. So that was pretty cool. The assignment I totally pulled out of my butt, paid off, and it was fine. And then I had my second paper. So now that class is over. The classes here are a little different because you can't choose them. So well, you can choose the times, I should say. So my classes are kind of inconsistent. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I usually had lecture and the rooms changed and sometimes the times changed, but for the most part, my seminars were the same every week. And so those are just where you go and like talk about the discussions you've read. And I've never been one to like a seminar setting, so that was definitely something new for me. But I really ended up liking my seminar group. I'm kind of sad that we're done now and I have to move on to another class, so hopefully they're just as cool. I remember introducing myself the first week and my accent must just be so strong. Like I feel like as soon as I talk, everyone's like, oh, like an American, like everyone turns their heads and they just watch. So I really feel like that highlighted the fact that I was the dumbest person in the room because I drew my like attention to myself because I was American, and then in addition I didn't know what we were talking about, so I was also like the dumb American, so I really tried to not get called on and not to talk unless I like knew what I was talking about. So sorry to my classmates, I kind of just bummed all class, but it's fine. So my second paper was on the French Revolution and how it affected the United States. We could pick between 4 different topics, and then in our seminars we got to work together to talk about like our topics, and I was the only one that picked the one about the United States. So I didn't have anyone to work with. But the classes have been good. Like I said, it is really different that you can't pick when your classes are, and it's really inconsistent. I did end up getting a seminar on Fridays from 3 to 5, and I was like, no way. Like I don't want to do this. So I emailed my seminar. Well, she's like the history leader, and I was like, like that really doesn't work for me. I do weekend traveling, and so if at all possible, I'd really like it if you could move me to a different seminar group that wasn't from 3 to 5 on Fridays. And she moved me to one like early Thursday morning, so I have like all day Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'm super happy about that. But so far my classes have been good. So far I've been getting good grades. I'm hoping they just transfer back to pass or fail, so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm waiting to find out on that. We'll see. But so far it's been good. I really miss school in the United States though, and all the people at ISU, so I'm really looking forward to going back, but I am enjoying my time here and all the experiences. So yeah, that's a little bit about my classes.